What if we told you of recent discoveries so shocking and unexpected that it rocked the archaeological community to its core? For centuries, ancient Egyptian tombs have fascinated archaeologists and historians alike. The tombs are full of treasures, hieroglyphs, and mummies, and each discovery has shed new light on the culture and practices of this fascinating civilization. Learn more about these shocking Egyptological mysteries as we explore them further. Number 7. Lifelike mummy portraits were discovered by archaeologists worldwide as a rare and exciting discovery. The portraits were found buried alongside their owners, making this the first discovery of its kind in 50 years. The find was made in the ancient city of Philadelphia during the Ptolemaic period in Egypt. It was the necropolis of the city that archaeologists excavated for the discovery. They uncovered 2 complete mummy portraits, along with a slew of semi-complete and incomplete ones. These portraits were not ordinary paintings, but rather stunningly realistic depictions of the deceased, capturing their likenesses for eternity. The portrait discovery was not the only find. The team also uncovered a range of other artifacts, including a building where mummies were buried and a statue of Isis Aphrodite, an Egyptian Greek goddess of love. In addition, the team unearthed papyri containing Demotic and Greek writings. This offered a fascinating glimpse into the ancient Philadelphia's social, economic, and religious conditions. The owners of these portraits were likely middle class or elite, as commissioning custom paintings of their likenesses would have been a costly affair. Given the rarity of mummy portraits and archaeological excavations due to looting, this discovery is truly one for the ages. Number 6. In a separate and disturbing discovery, archaeologists in the ancient city of Varus, Egypt, uncovered 16 human hands buried in 4 separate pits. The 16 hands were all right hands, there were no lefts. According to experts, this is the first physical evidence of an ancient practice where soldiers cut off the right hand of their enemies and exchanged it for gold. The 2 pits found in front of what is believed to be a throne room held 1 hand each. The other 2 pits contain the remains of 14 right hands. These pits were constructed in outer space of the palace at a later time. Cutting off the right hand of an enemy had a symbolic purpose of taking away their strength and power eternally, explained Dr. Manfred Biertak, the director of the excavations in Varus. The right hand was chosen specifically to make counting victims easier. Where did this gruesome tradition originate? The Hyksos, who ruled Egypt between the 16th and 17th centuries BCE, are believed to have been the ones to introduce this practice. However, no records of the practice have been found in the Hyksos' likely homeland of North Canaan. It is uncertain if the Hyksos picked it up from the Egyptians or vice versa, or if it originated somewhere else entirely. The discovery of these hands is spine-chilling and offers a glimpse into the ancient world of warfare and violence. These hands are the physical evidence of a practice attested to in ancient Egyptian writing and art, a practice that was meant to deprive enemies of their power and strength. The fact that all 16 hands were right hands makes this discovery all the more mysterious and intriguing. These questions may never be answered. However, the discovery of these hands is a stark reminder of the gruesome realities of war. It also reminds us of the lengths humans will resort to gain power and control. Number 5. A previously unknown tomb in Luxor was discovered recently by archaeologists, and it was perhaps the most shocking discovery to have been made in Egypt. Archaeological communities across the globe are reeling from this discovery in the Valley of the Kings. It has the potential to change our understanding of ancient Egyptian society. The tomb was discovered by Egyptian archaeologists from the Ministry of Antiquities. They were working in the Valley of the Kings as part of an ongoing excavation. The team had worked in the area for several years and had made several significant discoveries in the past, but nothing like this. The tomb is believed to date back to the 18th dynasty, which ruled Egypt from 1550 to 1292 BC. It is thought to belong to a nobleman, but the identity of the tomb owner has yet to be confirmed. What makes this discovery so significant is the sheer size of the tomb. This is much larger than most other tombs from this period. The tomb measures around 40 meters in length and features a number of rooms and corridors, some of which are decorated with colorful wall paintings. The tomb also contains a number of burial chambers, which are thought to have held the remains of the tomb's owner and his family members. Ancient Egyptian burial practices and society may be rediscovered through discovery of this tomb. The size and complexity of the tomb suggests that the owner was a person of great wealth and status, and the decorations and burial goods found inside the tomb could provide clues about the owner's life and beliefs. Number 4. In the same vein, researchers have also uncovered evidence of protective childbirth tattoos among ancient Egyptian women. In the 3,000-year-old mummified remains of a woman, thousands of tattoos were found, believed to protect the woman and her unborn child during childbirth. The tattoos, which are located on the woman's abdomen, consist of a series of dots and lines that form a pattern resembling a monogram or hieroglyphics. The discovery of these tattoos is significant because it challenges our preconceived notions about ancient Egyptian society and the role of women in particular. While we have long known that ancient Egyptian women held a respected position in society and enjoyed certain rights, such as the right to own property and the right to divorce, we had little evidence of the specific rituals and practices that were used to protect women during pregnancy and childbirth. These discoveries demonstrate the ongoing importance of archaeological research and the need to continue exploring ancient Egypt's mysteries. By uncovering relevant evidence and challenging our assumptions, archaeologists help us better understand the past and the societies that shape the world we live in today. Number 3. Archaeologists from around the world were stunned by the discovery of the Falcon Shrine at the ancient Egyptian port of Berenike. The shrine is believed to be around 1700 years old, and it features a pedestal with 15 headless falcons on it. This has left researchers puzzled. In addition, the team also discovered a stone monument that depicted 2 unknown gods, which added to the mystery. The port of Berenike was a thriving center of trade during the Roman era. It played a crucial role in facilitating commerce between Egypt and India. The discovery of the Falcon Shrine sheds new light on the religious practices of the people who lived in this ancient port city. According to the archaeologists who made the discovery, the Falcon Shrine was likely used as a place of worship by the people of Berenike. The headless falcons are believed to have been offerings made by devotees seeking the favor of the gods. The stone monument depicting unknown gods is also significant, as it provides a rare glimpse into the complex and diverse religious beliefs of the ancient Egyptians. The discovery of the Falcon Shrine has sparked a flurry of interest and speculation among archaeologists and historians. Some have suggested that the headless falcons may be connected to the god Horus, who was often depicted as a falcon in ancient Egyptian art. Others have pointed out that the headless falcons may refer to the ancient Egyptian practice of mummifying animals as offerings to the gods. Further investigation and analysis are needed to determine the true significance of this discovery. However, the Falcon Shrine has already provided valuable insights into the religious practices and benefits of the people who lived in the historic port of Berenike. It has also raised significant questions about the diversity of ancient Egyptian culture. It has also raised questions about how different religious practices and beliefs may have intersected and influenced one another. Number 2. A gold tongue found in the burial context shocked archaeologists worldwide, as it is the first time such an item has been discovered. The tongues are made of thin sheets of gold and were likely placed in the deceased's mouth during mummification. According to the lead archaeologist on the project, Dr. Ramadan Badri Hussain, the gold tongues were likely a symbol of the ancient Egyptians' belief in the power of speech. They were likely a symbol of its ability to transform the speaker into a divine being. The idea was that the gold tongue would enable the deceased to speak in the afterlife and gain favor with the gods. The discovery of gold tongues and other grave goods has shed new light on Greco-Roman funerary practices in Egypt. The Greco-Roman period in Egypt refers to a time when Egypt was ruled by the Ptolemaic dynasty. This is a line of Greek-speaking rulers who came to power after Alexander the Great's death in 323 BC. During this period, Egypt experienced a great deal of cultural exchange with the Greek and Roman worlds. The art, literature, and architecture of Egypt were greatly influenced by Greek and Roman styles. A time of remarkable prosperity and innovation in Egyptian society characterized the Greco-Roman period in Egypt, which lasted from 3rd century BC to 4th century AD. Many of the magnificent temples and monuments of Egypt were built during the Greco-Roman period. This period also saw Alexandria's rise as a center of learning and scholarship. The period ended with the rise of Christianity in Egypt and the eventual Arab conquest of the region in the 7th century AD. Number 1. Research was conducted on a collection of mummies held at the museum, and it revealed that the ancient Egyptians were not concerned with the preservation of the body as much as they were with ensuring the deceased spirit could move on to the afterlife. This means that mummification was not just physical, but spiritual. It challenges the long-held belief that mummification was simply a means of preserving the body. The researchers argue that the Egyptians believed that the body was simply a vessel for the soul. They believed that preserving it was not enough to ensure soul movements to the afterlife. To ensure that the soul could make the journey to the afterlife, the Egyptians performed a series of rituals and spells during mummification. These would include amulets and other symbolic objects to protect the body and guide the soul on its journey. The body would also be wrapped in linen bandages, which symbolized the deceased wrapping in the embrace of the gods. The researchers believe that this enhanced understanding of mummification has significant implications for our view of ancient Egyptian religion and culture. They argue that it reveals a much deeper spiritual dimension to the ancient Egyptian worldview than was previously understood. They also suggest that it may have implications for our understanding of death and the afterlife in our own culture.